Radio, wrestling podcast featuring Rom and Bomber and Rab and the one and only Peanut. Woo! Jobber Radio, Jobber Radio, Jobber Radio, Jobber Radio. Bitches.
Has somehow Eddie Guerrero actually came out in the Rumble.
Whoever wins the Rumble doesn't have to go main event. They just get the title match.
I think all of us agree with that.
No, I'm gonna fucking fight Rab right now.
I was about to say, everybody's yelling at once. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Jobber Radio. This is the Royal Rumble edition. We're doing nothing but Royal Rumble, no best ofs, best in the business, none of that. No JBLs, no best clotheslines. This is nothing but the Royal Rumble, and we're going to go around the room. We got a packed house today. We got everybody in the house except for Lee, who is absent. So first of all, we're going to kick things off with Matt Zion. Here's how I'm going to introduce the show here. Well, first of all, I'm Jake, a.k.a. Bomber. But, Matt Zion, what is your favorite Royal Rumble match?
JBL. That's close.
That's rough.
I really want
Welcome.
That's a hard time.
There you go. So that's Matt Zion. Completely wrapped himself up in a nutshell in one word.
That's rough.
And hey, Scott, what's going on? What happens to be your favorite all-time Royal Rumble match?
I don't know all-time favorite one. There's like awesome moments from them, but I don't know what the favorite one is. Probably 2011 when Punk kind of ran roughshod as New Nexus. I really love that stuff.
Who ended up winning that one?
Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, that was the 40 man.
That was the 40 man. Yeah.
That was the 40 man.
I didn't like because it was the 40 man one. I just the way it all went down.
Santino Marella at the end.
That was great.
Yeah, Santino was good. I mean, I could keep going, so I won't. But there's so many good ones from other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you heard him there. Rab.
Madison Square Garden was great too.
No,
so.
2008. All right, Rab. Yeah. What's your favorite?
I think I don't know if it's my favorite Royal Rumble, but it's definitely my favorite Royal Rumble pay-per-view. 2000.
2000. Okay.
Yeah, 2000. It's the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. The Rock. It was the Rock
and Big Show.
Threw Big Show over, but both their feet touched. Cactus
great.
Jack versus Triple H. Street Fight was in that.
Yep.
Hardy's versus Dudley's in a table match was there.
Mm-hmm.
New Age Outlaws versus APA had a good match there. That was a great pay-per-view, and I really like the Royal. It's the first Royal Rumble I really remember being like wowed by, and ever since then, that's been my favorite pay-per-view.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. That's probably my favorite overall pay-per-view for Royal Rumble. Yeah. But you haven't heard his voice yet. Peanut is here. He is on the show. Peanut, what is your favorite Royal Rumble match?
2005. Batista's big and strong, and I like him.
Really? No. Wow. God damn it.
I thought it was going to be 2001, but he went with 5, and I'm like, oh no.
Not his talent. He's just big and strong, and that's why I like him.
Big. He's big. He likes him big and strong. Wow. Okay.
Well done, guy. That most fans don't even know who you are.
Yeah. If you're new to the show,
he sings the intro.
He's the guy that sings it. So if you're new,
Yeah, I do all the theme songs.
he happens to just miss like every show. But
Everyone knows who Peanut is because he introduces himself. I think most people just think one of us is Peanut.
probably. And maybe one day we're gonna
I've
get
been
a
on,
new
like, 3
intro
shows.
with just add in Scott and Lee's name. That'd be nice. But we'll see.
Well, I did the Christmas one.
That'll make us real.
We'll mark that down at some point. Maybe Peanut can pencil us in
Because
for
they know Rami, right? They know Bomber because he introduces it.
Yeah, they definitely know.
Then
Rami.
there's an X person, which is probably either me or Peanut.
Yep. And then they
And
have
then
the
there's a
outsiders.
Canadian.
The outsiders. But
And then
anyway,
there's a Canadian. So
before we kick off the 2017 Royal Rumble, I have to give my favorite Royal Rumble, which I'm surprised nobody
no one
said.
asked.
Nobody.
Dean Ambrose's debut in the Rumble match.
But last year him and Triple H were the final 2, which was pretty great.
That was it. That's your favorite one. Dean Ambrose almost won the Rumble.
That was a great moment, but no, I have to.
It was a terrible moment.
I have to
His
go to the
favorite is the one
pay-per-view.
Daniel Bryan did.
Damn, you guys. God damn. The 1992, legit. I've watched it probably 45 times. The 92
Yeah.
Royal Rumble, Ric Flair. It is the most popular one, but without a doubt, I don't know how any of you did not say the 92 Royal Rumble, but
Because
It's
it said
great,
2000.
God damn it.
Too fucking shade to Rab.
Okay. Anyway, Jesus Christ. I love how. Okay, here we go. Guys, we're going to talk the Royal Rumble
45 minutes ago, by the way.
2017.
Yeah,
I
45
didn't start
minutes.
the timer. I'm starting the timer right now and just adding like 3 minutes to it. So
3 minutes.
No, 45 left.
3 minutes at fast?
anyway, here we go. Anyway, guys, what do you think about the week leading up to the Royal Rumble this week? The Raw and SmackDown. We're going to start there first. Let's start with Raw. What do you guys think about the go-home show for Raw leading into the, well, for those of you who watched it or watched any of the highlights?
Raw is unbearable.
Yeah, the end of Raw.
Not as a whole.
My problem with the end of Raw is that it wasn't then followed up by Shawn Michaels coming out. Kevin Nash
The
didn't
Rock.
come out at the end.
Yeah, The
Triple
Rock.
H didn't come out at the end.
I think when they have trying to have this big star-studded Royal Rumble, don't just have the three. They should have had Reigns come out and Big Show and Strowman and just have everybody show up.
I was like, it was. I don't
Three
like
old guys.
like you had 3 part-time dudes out there. Like that sucks enough. But then the way they ended it was such a fucking fart. They're just it's cool. Like Taker pops up and you're like, oh, that's okay. This is gonna get interesting. And he just moves his head back and forth to his dongs.
But
That
so
was the ending.
While Goldberg gives him funny looks.
Yeah.
So you're saying, is this the collective nobody liked it?
Nobody liked it,
I-
except for
it
Bomber,
was all
because Bomber
right,
likes
but-
everything.
Yeah,
except
Bomber
for
loves
Daniel
everything
Bryan.
unless Daniel Bryan's in it. Exactly. If Daniel Bryan had come out at the end of Raw, all of a sudden Bomber would hate it.
It started off cool, but it didn't do anything.
So you don't
big-
think it just left the anticipation just hanging there?
No.
I
No,
think-
that's the
you know what?
problem.
I think exactly what
It took too long.
it did forever.
But I think that's in part because Goldberg was loopy. Took him 3 hours to get out two
Yeah.
lines of dialogue before Lesnar came out. But
See,
Yeah,
I only
it's
saw the
like
clip on
nothing happened.
YouTube. But why was he bleeding? Did I miss something before
he
it?
hit his head.
You
he
did.
does his little
hit by the door.
match ritual.
He
hits
smashed his head into a fucking door and he
Yeah.
busts his head open, which will never stop him from doing it again because Goldberg
he
is
said-
fucking crazy.
He said he's done. He said he's retiring.
I'm
now.
so sure. I've seen him fucking smash windows. He fucking burns himself. That man
Burns
is
himself.
fucking psycho.
He did say, and I quote, "I'm gonna be putting that into the what is it, in like the closet or something like that."
Yeah, he's on the shelf. He said on the shelf.
Yeah, and I kind of quoted.
Interesting. I'm actually
I
so
do like it, Jake. Like, why did that satisfy you watching
I don't.
3 part-timers who are barely on TV
Oh my
staring?
god. Are you?
See,
Are
that
you?
part was irrelevant for me. I like the fact, like, there was going to be a cool moment, something was going to happen, but nothing happened.
It was there to like leave
That's
the
what I didn't
anticipation.
like. I didn't care they're part-timers. Yeah, well, that's just it. And that went on for at least 5 legitimate minutes.
Here we
that
go.
felt longer than that.
Okay, you want to know? You want to know why I did enjoy it? I'm not saying it was the best, greatest thing ever, but I did enjoy it. Not because these are part timers. When you look at it, those are 3 guys. 2 of them, Brock Lesnar, give or take. Yes, one day he will be like quote unquote a legend. But you got Undertaker and Goldberg, who are 2 of some of the biggest names in the world in professional wrestling. And then you have Brock Lesnar, who he's arguably up there, but obviously he hasn't been around as much as those guys. But you have
He's a bigger
3.
draw.
Yeah, you
I
have
don't
3
care.
huge.
And they did nothing.
People, I know they did nothing. That was
No, what Goldberg should have done was walk up to Taker and be like, all right, we've never met, let's do this. And just be in his face, and Taker would stare him down. Even that would have been something.
If it had
Just
been
good there.
If it had been Ricky Steamboat, fucking Pat Patterson, and third old guy who's about to die, would you really care?
I was gonna say, like, what if you like dug up Eddie Guerrero and had him
God.
face off against Shawn Michaels in the ring, but
No,
like
Snook-
they just
Snook is fresh.
stared at each other and did nothing. It's just it was so easy too, because like I talked to some of my friends about this and none of them liked it either. And I was like one solution was Goldberg's cutting the promo and he's fucking concussed and crazy, and Lesnar, like his music hits and he starts coming towards the ring, and all of a sudden before he can make to the ring, Taker's gong goes off, lights go out, and Taker's like in between the ring of like blocking off Lesnar for going in there to face Goldberg. So you have Lesnar back down because apparently he's a chicken shit all of a sudden. And then you have Taker turn around, get into the ring. Him and Goldberg get right up in each other's faces, just real close, real intimidating. Like they're just like, oh, now that's hype to me. Like
That sounds
Yeah,
stupid.
because that's something happening. It's constantly kinetic.
something actually happened.
Yeah.
But instead, 3 guys just confusingly stood there, and it just faded out, and that was the end of it. And it was
I
boring.
feel like the whole segment was just so YouTube or WWE could have a cool YouTube thumbnail.
I think it was just
It was a cool
These
photo.
guys.
No, it was an awesome photo. It wasn't a good 5-minute segment.
wrong,
Now-
but it's just
Arguably, those are the 3 biggest threats in the Rumble. I mean,
they
yes, you
shouldn't
got
No,
but they shouldn't be.
no, but
It's-
Why?
even
Because it should be about the guys who are over, like, either over 50 or there maybe 3 times a year.
But it's Goldberg, it's Undertaker, it's
But it's
Lesnar.
Goldberg.
See, that's I'm of the argument where I'm okay with it being those 3. They're the biggest, whatever. But it makes it look like the other 27 don't matter at all.
Exactly.
That's
And
why
that's the whole point
definitely
of the
not true.
Rumble. They should have been in there trying
Not-
to do stuff.
Maybe some other years. This year, though, that's definitely not true because there's so many other people that like definitely they matter this year. There's
Yeah,
Strowman.
but the ending of Raw made it look like it was just those 3.
Yeah, that's why we have
That's
a
the
problem with the
problem.
segment.
Not even Strowman came out. Not even Zayn came out.
Everybody
the
had-
start of Raw was great for that.
No, I mean
And they
throughout the
botched it
show.
again.
Throughout the show, everybody got their moments on Raw, pretty much.
The go home
But the
closing
closing
moment
was like,
was
we're
look
the
at these
3 guys.
that matter.
Which,
Those-
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if those are the final 3 in the Rumble, because they always pull that shit. Where they'll like, the ones they highlight the most are the last guys in the match, and I will be pissed if that's the case.
How I
What
think
do you
that
guys
would be a
think,
great
like,
final
it's
3.
SmackDown.
going to be a
like
Raw
Corbin.
person, quote unquote Raw person who wins?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause, like SmackDown hasn't, they haven't really done anything.
Yeah.
no,
SmackDown
SmackDown has done
Rumble.
shit. Yeah, that's one of the arguments I was gonna have about
Except Mojo
SmackDown.
Riley's finally in the Rumble. About time.
Yeah, that's my thing about SmackDown. They haven't like. I think the Raw this week, as far as building the pay-per-view up, did a
No,
way
as far
better
as
job than
building
SmackDown.
the Royal Rumble up, not the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I can see that argument. I mean, obviously, the John Cena and AJ Styles is off the fucking charts.
Oh, that's
But-
so fucking stupid.
What?
What? Yeah. Wait. What? Hold on.
John
What-
Cena should not be in a title match.
Okay. Hold on here.
Remember, remember
Are we going
what
to SmackDown?
I said?
We're gonna go to SmackDown. Let's go to
I'm
SmackDown.
just gonna talk about this. When John Cena came back in that triple threat with AJ and Ambrose,
Uh-huh.
he's like, "I'm coming back for what's mine. I deserve that." And I said on this show,
Mhm.
Cena's not even had the title in 2 years, has lost to the champion twice clean, and has not been on any presence whatsoever at all.
Mhm.
He lost that match.
Yes.
3 months later, he's come back saying, "I want the title." He's even less deserving than he was for No Mercy.
Yeah, they should have had him at least beat Corbin
That's
first. before he
period.
got the
That's
title-
it.
the title
There's
match.
nothing. He literally vanished after that, came back, getting the title match, beat Corbin, and is going to go face AJ. Because
Yeah,
he
it's just like,
deserves
he
it.
just shows
It's
up- he
even
just shows
more
up and he just gets
bullshit than it
back.
was before. Now, is Cena the big name draw for AJ? Yes, cool. But I'm in the mindset now where AJ had his cool run, but he's not a WrestleMania champion.
Okay.
Cena's getting at his win back with the title, and it's like, he doesn't even belong there. He's not been on, and AJ even said this many times in promos.
Mhm.
You don't belong here. You don't deserve this at all. Maybe you did, but you've not been here. Why are you in a title match? It makes no sense to me. It makes less sense than the last one, which I hated.
Okay. I have this question for you.
I don't know.
Who do you?
That makes no sense.
Here's
it
my-
makes sense because it's John Cena.
True.
Yeah.
True. But here's my question, though. Here's my question, to you, Scott. What? Who do you believe should be in the match with Styles instead? Do you think it's Corbin?
Undertaker.
Undertaker. But wait,
They teased that.
Undertaker.
Why Undertaker?
Wait.
They
time.
no, they were the reason is because they were
John-
teasing that. They were going toward that with him staring him down at Survivor Series, and then wait, he's not back regularly. That's the one that kind of was okay.
Mhm.
Honestly, Corbin,
don't
Miz,
really care.
they were
I don't-
building Ziggler, just not Cena for at least not Cena for the reason he is. They could have
Doesn't
easily
matter
had
that
him
Cena
come back
gets
and
the
say, "I want to
match.
weigh in," but just to walk back and like, "I'm going to be in the Rumble title match."
Yeah.
It's like, why?
If he had earned
should
it,
have
then
been
that
a
would
reason.
be a
I'd be
problem.
okay.
But he didn't earn it. That's the problem that I have. I think he's
Yeah.
the perfect opponent for AJ. But the fact that
agreed.
he literally just walked into the ring and said, "That's my title," and AJ's like, "All right,
It's like, no,
okay,
you
well,
haven't
great.
had
Why
this-
doesn't everybody just fucking do that
Yeah.
then?"
You haven't had this title in 2 years since you lost it with Lesnar, and you've
That
lost
makes
these
sense.
matches.
That's
Just
fine.
have him come out and.
I think I'm with Rab on this one here. I mean,
Corbin should have come out and had
But it's
the
John
number one
Cena?
contender match.
yeah.
And
Listen,
then Cena wins. That
here's
would be okay. I'm okay with Cena in the match, just not.
sure. I see what you're saying. I'm with Rab on this. I think it's John Cena. He's like,
I think in universe,
Mm-hmm.
like kayfabe, in universe, the answer can be because it's John Cena.
Yeah, he lost to the champion twice clean,
Yeah, I don't
and
agree.
also a
When
third
was
time
the
in a
last
title match.
time
So
Taker
why?
was relevant? So Taker
Why?
comes in and stares a guy down, and that's
Yeah, he
good
hasn't
enough
lost
because
to
he's
AJ.
the Undertaker.
That's Phenom versus Phenom.
No, you're talking
Cena
about
lost
booking.
to AJ.
You're talking about it'd be cool Phenom versus Phenom. That's not the same as that's a good reason because he's the Undertaker. Because
Cena
he's
wins
the Undertaker, it's the same
Okay.
as because
Well-
it's John Cena.
well,
It's even worse against AJ because AJ's already beat him 3 times.
I mean, that's
What's
yeah,
his
that's-
claim?
that's
What's
a
his
big-
claim?
he's because
already
he's
lost
Cena.
His
Yeah,
claim
he
is that
lost
he's
to this
allowed.
guy.
He can
AJ
come
has
in here and
number.
do that because he's John Cena.
All right. Well, hold on. Everybody, hold on a second. Hold on. Peanut, seems like we got a tie here. We got 2 and 2. Peanut, where do you fall along this line? Do you think Cena's deserving of this title shot?
In universe.
Let's be honest. When you guys all speak at once, I can't hear a thing because my internet thing glitches. But
Well, the
so I don't
question
know who's
does
on what side. But
do you think Cena deserves a title? Let's just that's that. That's the
In
no,
universe.
no, not at all.
no.
I don't think
Wow.
he does.
Okay. Who do you believe? Do you think Undertaker
Well, I
deserves
think
it over him?
No, not the Undertaker.
Corbin?
Nope. I think the Miz. I think
Miz?
they should have done Miz versus Cena
It
or
would've been
Miz
really
versus AJ.
entertaining. Miz and AJ at Rumble could have been really fun. If they booked
Because
it right.
the Miz was, after the whole feud with Ziggler, he was pretty hot, and then
Do you think that
New
would
champ
work
versus
heel
champ.
versus heel with those two?
AJ's not a heel.
well, aren't they
Well, I
pushing
mean,
him kind of
No,
a thing?
and it did work on SmackDown when they had that match.
Yeah, AJ's not a heel. He tries, but it doesn't matter what he does.
To
They're
the
gonna like
fans,
him.
he's not. Yeah, they're going to cheer him no matter what.
He's the reverse Roman. Roman's a good guy, but they
They're-
boo him. AJ's a bad
I think
guy,
they're
but
trying
they
to
cheer
do
him.
things. Like, I
Oh, yeah.
understand.
Yeah. So
No, if Cena simply won a contender match, I'd be okay with it. One match with Corbin, the one they had, and he won it, okay, fine. But I deserve this. No, you're 0-3 against the champ. No, you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care what you've done 15
Well,
times.
to be fair, in
Universe, he's 0-3.
universe, he's John Cena, and AJ Styles has said before that he doesn't deserve it, but he gets it anyways because he's John Cena.
Yeah, but I don't have to like it.
Yeah, exactly.
So what? I don't give a fuck
No,
if he's
but it's different from saying it doesn't make sense.
Or just have him come out and do a tag match, and he pins AJ in the ring. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a
Now,
shitty tag match. And all of a
then we'd
if
have
they're-
you on here complaining about weakening the champion.
If they're finally going and actually turning Cena heel by giving you something we don't want about how he just comes in and gets all the shots anyway, okay.
I think what
they're
weakens the
not.
champion more is when the champion just goes, "All right, well, you're getting a title shot even though you didn't earn it." That's a weak fucking champion. Like a good champion would say, yeah, go ahead and earn that shit first, bitch. Like, why? Just because you come into the ring, I'm gonna go, okay, cool.
Now, I want to
Wow.
talk about how stupid Sami Zayn is. Because everybody
my
was
God.
declaring, I'm officially in the Royal Rumble, I'm officially in the Royal Rumble, I'm officially in the Royal Rumble. Sami Zayn, how do I get in the Royal Rumble?
Mick
you
Foley,
just go out there and say it.
it.
Like
Mick
you did
Foley
last
hates
time.
him so bad.
You were in NXT and just did it anyway. You weren't even here yet. Just go out and say, I'm officially entering, and you have.
Why?
What
I
is
don't
this?
under-
I have to go ask. I don't understand.
I've never really thought about that.
Sami Zayn was such an idiot.
What? No, it's not that. It's not that Sammy was an idiot. It's that they for some reason Mick Foley fucking hates Sami Zayn. he gave spots to everybody else, and then Sammy's like, "Hey Mick, am I gonna get in this thing?" And Mick's like, no.
But
If they're-
Rusev's like, I'm officially entering the Rumble,
Yeah.
and everyone's, I'm officially entering. Sammy could have just went, me too.
But
Okay, you're right.
I don't know that there's not some segment we're not watching where they go, "Yo, Mick, can I be in the Royal Rumble?" And he goes, "Yeah."
There
And then
isn't.
they go out and say, "I'm officially in it."
It's a reveal. It's like, I'm officially in the Rumble, and it's like, Sheamus
But it's a
just put it on
reveal to
Twitter,
us. It
I'm
might
in.
not be to Mick. Maybe there's like a form you fill out.
yeah, right. Sammy can't write.
Yeah, maybe.
There's like a form you fill out.
It
They
is-
sign it in triplicate.
It's
Where they were
silly.
going for it made sense. It's a big moment because he got a win over Rollins. That's a big deal. Like I bet in their eyes, they're like, oh, that makes him. He looks good because he got like a rub.
dude, the
from
match
beating.
was great.
But
Yeah,
he looked like
it was.
on because everybody else just walked out and said I'm in the Rumble, and he had to fucking beg for a spot.
Yeah, he asked
That's
how
not
do
worse
I
than
get into
Mojo
it?
Riley though.
Fuck
He had to
Mojo.
go
He
through a
earned
battle
it.
royal without a tag
Mojo's
team
not going
partner.
to be in the Rumble. I'm predicting it right now. Mojo's one of
What?
those guys that's going to get
Oh,
beat up.
Rollins is going to
You
take him out.
think
and
he's
take
going to
his
get
spot.
jumped?
No,
This is
Rollins
the-
will take his spot. Yeah, someone's going to lose their spot to Rollins.
Yeah, I don't think Mojo's going to be in the Rumble.
Mojo's going to lose his spot to the
What?
Calgary Kid.
Pray for
Calgary
Mojo.
kid. No, I mean that does leave the question: if Rollins is not in the Royal Rumble, what is he gonna do? I know something's got to do something with Triple H. They got to get this thing back going here before WrestleMania. But what the hell? Is he
Oh,
gonna
it's
do?
already going. That's how he lost it. It's
Well,
absolutely going.
I know that, but I mean, like they got it. Like we got 2 pay-per-views before WrestleMania. Well, I guess
Okay.
one for Raw.
Probably either a face-off with Triple H, like he'll come out and call him out, and Triple H will finally fucking come out, or he's going to be the guy that beats up Mojo, and then just comes out.
Yeah, pray for Mojo.
Of
Yeah,
all the
pretty
people,
much.
it's like Mojo. No, he's gonna get beat. It's him.
Yeah, Mojo Head, come on. Don't even bother putting him in the Rumble. There's no
Look at
point.
the rest of the guys, and no one really is expendable to take out in
That
that
is true.
way.
That is true.
But Mojo Rawley is.
Well, there's also 9. You know, there's how many other spots? There's 8 spots we don't know about.
There's 8
Yeah,
spots
but then it
available.
would be a tragic
It could be-
thing
but it
that
could be-
he earned
It
his
could be a
way in and
legend
had
or
taken
something.
away.
It could be the fucking Red Rooster coming out and then gets jumped.
Yeah.
So before we go on to other stuff, real quick, going back to the AJ thing, real quick, AJ and Cena. What are your guys' thoughts on the back and forth they had on SmackDown?
I didn't see
How fucking good was that? What you didn't see?
It was awesome.
Everything else about the match is good. I just
I
don't
mean,
like the fact
their
that it's always
segment
fine.
though. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, no, though everything's been fine since.
Yeah.
Like, the only part I didn't like was Cena going, "I'm the guy, so I get it." Like,
Gotcha.
no, but everything else
But he
is cool.
is.
All right.
Well, hey, we're not gonna start that
Yeah,
argument again, but
yeah, but no,
but-
that's it. Everything else has been fine. I'm like, all right, that match fair.
But-
okay, let's go.
AJ was phenomenal on the mic. I was like, well, that's awesome. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
AJ was great on the mic, and I was like, dude, he just fucking destroyed Cena. And Cena fucking annihilated it right after. I was like, holy fucking shit. These guys are going to fucking town. These are why these are the guys that are on fucking top. And
I'm
that
just
made me
bummed
want to see
that-
this match more than anything in the world. Those guys lit
Like
it up.
I said, I'm a little bummed that AJ isn't. I mean, I hope I'm wrong because we have AJ's been defying all the odds, but I don't see him going to Mania as champion.
No.
It's perfect for
It's
Cena.
going to be tough. It's going to.
But that'll be Cena's
interesting.
60th.
Honestly, I think
So-
there's a chance
I
that
think
you
there is
do
a
get
chance.
Phenom versus Phenom.
I think
at
there is
WrestleMania.
more of a chance that Cena does not get his 16th here.
Yeah, and it
Then-
wait till WrestleMania at some point.
Yeah, but that's not the time for it. So that I think does bode well for AJ.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
the
gonna be
main matches
interesting.
for Mania are weird. Like everything seems to be fluid, so I don't really know what to
It's all
predict
up in
at
the
this
air.
point.
It's
Yeah.
it seems
Which
like
again is
they-
kind of good.
The first
It's
time in forever, yeah.
yeah.
I don't like that though. I don't know.
Hmm.
I prefer when they have like the core matches built.
and the ability to
built
build
in.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I like not knowing what the main event is at least going to be because like
Oh,
you know
yeah.
Rumble being predictable sucks and
Dude,
this
the last
Rumble-
2 years have been the Roman Reigns is going to win all.
Yeah, this
So-
Rumble is going to be a lot of fun. I hope to God they don't fuck it up. The only thing that could screw with this is bad booking because they have everyone. There's no one hurt. They literally have everyone.
Yeah.
So they have the possibility of making this a fucking
Is anyone-
awesome Rumble, but we'll see.
Is anyone hurt?
No.
I mean,
Oh,
there's
Zack Ryder.
Well,
Oh,
Zack
darn.
Ryder. You got
oh,
Finn,
that's it.
Finn
Worst
Balor.
Rumble ever.
Finn Balor.
Zack Ryder's hurt, and one of those guys in the NXT tag team is out for like 6
Yeah,
months.
no,
Finn
they're-
Balor's
all their
hurt.
That's
guys are
literally it.
good.
Everyone else is fine.
Well, Balor
Finn
apparently,
Balor's like 98%.
yeah, they said Balor's like pretty much could be in it, but they might hold him off, which I actually think is probably a better idea to hold him off unless he's winning.
Unless
Yeah.
he's going to win.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea they keep saying he won't be able to make it, which is perfect if that's this part of the plan to.
Yeah,
so he
but I mean,
can
they
make
could just
the
use
try.
him for a big return later, like a ratings boost. The Rumble
If
doesn't
he's in,
need
he
Finn
wins.
Balor.
All right.
If he's in, he wins.
All right. So let's
I'm
go.
100%.
All right, so let's hit up the card here. Let's go through real quick and let's talk about some stuff. Let's start at the. We're not going to do the. I mean, we can brush on the kickoff
Just
shows if
mention
you
it.
want. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
all
why
right.
wouldn't
We'll
we
start off.
mention them?
Sasha Banks, Nia Jax. What do you guys see? We'll also do predictions as we're going through this, and I'll
Yeah.
sum it up at the end. So let's talk about Sasha Banks, Nia Jax. Who do you guys think is going to win? What do you guys think of the match? We'll start with that
The
first.
more important thing is who gives a fuck.
Yeah, no, Sasha wins because she overcomes.
It doesn't matter.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
It
Because who cares?
doesn't fucking
That's my
matter.
prediction.
Who?
I'll go with Nia just because everybody's picking Sasha, but I could give.
I'm going Nia Jax. I'm definitely going Nia Jax.
I'm glad the girls are able to tell more stories than just the one for the title. It's neat to see more women's stuff going. But really, it's a pre-show, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
my prediction is the match doesn't
I don't
happen.
think
She gets attacked beforehand.
I think the only way if Nia Jax wins is if like they're done with Sasha Banks for now, and I don't think they're done with Sasha Banks.
No, I don't think because they have the injury angle. Even though she's like
Yeah.
fine on the reveal on on Raw, but like that still doesn't mean her leg's not hurt. So like
No,
they
it's-
can always go back to the fact that like early on Sasha will re-injure her leg.
No, but I mean,
and
I
then
think
she's
Sasha
like-
will be back on the scene for WrestleMania, and if you make her lose
Probably.
to Nia Jax at Royal Rumble, there's not enough time for WrestleMania.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
plenty
against
of
the
time for
monster to
WrestleMania. They still have
legitimize.
a pay-per-view in between. There's plenty of time. for WrestleMania.
pay-per-view.
Yeah, they both do.
I still
Yeah,
don't think.
Fastlane and Chamber.
Fastlane, Jesus Christ.
Yep, more of that
Fastlane,
shit.
Roadblock, all that, whatever.
Hey, but you know what? The most important thing is I'm not like most girls.
Anyway, I think
I like
Nia
that
Jax.
song.
I'm going to go Nia Jax. I think she kind of needs it. To me, I think like to build her up, and the way the whole angle's been going, I think she's going to come in and just keep working on the leg, keep just beat the shit out of her. I think she's just going to almost mow her over.
Yeah,
To like
if
make
she
her
wins,
look
that's
like
how.
the female monster. I think is what they're doing it with Corbin and Strowman right now. I think they're also they've been doing it with Jax the whole time. So I
They
think
need
they're
to
going to keep
strengthen
this
the
going.
division.
Yeah.
Because it's been the Sasha Charlotte show, and they need to have more viables. And
Yeah.
if Bayley wins the title, then you need a villain. And yeah.
Yeah, so I'm also going to go Nia Jax. Matt Zion went Nia Jax. Rab, who you taking?
Sasha Banks.
Banks. Scott, who you taking?
Sasha. But I
Peanut,
can
who
see
you
either
taking?
Thanks.
Banks. There we go. All right. Well, let's go to the tag team title match. The Raw tag team title match. Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Club. Gallows Anderson. What do you guys think about this thing?
This couldn't be any
With
more
two
dead
referees.
in the water.
Two referees.
So fucking. It's so.
Okay,
it's
I'm
so,
sorry. Why are there two referees?
Controversial finishes in Raw matches.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. It
Yeah,
doesn't really
apparently the
matter.
I knew
Club
it was a thing because I read it on the Wikipedia
club-
page.
Yeah,
The
the
club
club
just doesn't
won.
matter.
But no, they did.
The club just doesn't matter. Like watching them in the ring with Sheamus and Cesaro, it's so apparent how bad they fucked up with these two guys. Because they're just not threats to anybody ever. And then they just look like fucking morons. And all I can do is remember them dressing up like doctors and trying to tell us about testicles. They fucked up so bad with something that was a cash generator.
I do agree for the most part there, but just like they've been doing for most pay-per-views, they make
too
them
late.
look really good going into the pay-per-view. Like they
It's
actually
too
do look
fucking late.
they actually do look really strong right now going into the paper. But
No, they don't. I don't know. I don't think they look strong at all. Because they fucking killed them. They killed them dead. They lost to fucking three black guys that dance around in colorful colors, throwing bootios around.
Okay.
They killed them
To
dead.
be fair, that's a really weird way to mention the most over, stable in the last like 10 years.
They're over, but they had these guys come in who had this aura about them that they're these badasses that are just going to
killers,
kick
yeah.
everybody's ass.
I'm
Yeah,
not
they're
saying
fucking
they
killers.
aren't, they didn't
And then
waste,
they had them.
but
They had
that-
them lose
that's
to a bunch of
deserves to go
clowns.
that they're just nothing when they're the
No,
most
but I
over.
mean, like,
The only
do you see
reason-
where I'm coming from, though? Like, they lost to fucking jokes. Like, they were jokers.
But they're
That's
not jokes. They're jokey, but they're not jokes. I think that's
Yeah, but you
completely
don't.
correct.
Then they should have never put them against New Day to begin with, because
That's
they
a
shouldn't have been
different
losing.
topic. That's a different topic entirely.
What the way
I
it
don't
came
think
down
so.
is, Matt, the way it came down, you've got the carefree, athletic, fun-loving guys who should have been destroyed by these two bruisers. But if it wasn't for the title record, they would have won it. They would have beat them.
The day they're
So
problem.
I feel that.
Weird.
Well, there's-
Any other year, they would have beaten New Day. But they had to get that record first.
I'm not trying to
and
start
that
anything,
damaged.
but man, I'm with Rab again on this one though. I mean, they like
I think Club's going to win.
You think Club's gonna win?
I do, because that'll lead to a fight with Sheamus and Cesaro in the Rumble.
I actually also picked. I already wrote it down. I did pick the Club as well to win. I think they've been looking stronger lately on Raw, and I think even though I love Cesaro and Sheamus at their whole little dynamic thing, they've kind of, I don't know. They seem to be the transition thing going here. I don't know why they didn't have the Club take the titles from
I
them,
don't think
but
so at all. I think
No,
that they're firm with Sheamus and Cesaro for now.
They like them, but this is going to be their last-ditch effort to salvage the Club. It's going to fail, but I see them winning.
I don't think so. Carl Anderson just looks like just incredible, and I can't get over it.
oh my god. All right, so I guess we'll go into the picks. All right, Matt Zahn, you're taking Cesaro and Sheamus.
I'm taking anybody not the fucking weakest booked tag team in the history of the company, which is the club. So yeah.
Wow, a little
I
harsh.
don't know about
but
the
okay.
history, but it's pretty.
Yeah, little harsh, but okay.
He's not wrong though.
Rab, who you taking?
No, I mean he is, but
Rab, who you taking?
I don't care. We'll say,
God damn it.
Good pick.
we'll say,
JBL.
okay, we'll say the club.
The club. Okay, we got club. I'm gonna take the club. Peanut, who you got?
Sheamus and Cesaro.
All right, Scott, who you got?
Club.
Club. We got 3 clubs, 2 Sheamus, Cesaro. Already
Probably
we got
wrong.
They
But-
should, you know what they should do though? They should like Vince gets bored with the club, and so he takes their name literally, and they just come out with like douchey like glasses on and like Hawaiian shirts, and they're like hitting on girls as they're coming down the ramp. Now then I can get behind them.
The club.
Do it, Vince.
That's not even
I thought they were going to be
far-fetched.
holding
Like,
like Billy clubs, like
Dude,
just
no, they
holding
should-
clubs.
They
One
should
has a
have
Billy
gimmicks.
club.
No, then
One's
the
got like a
Caveman
big
clubs.
Fred Flintstone
Then
club.
they're Repo Men with the club for the car, and then
Oh shit, yeah, with the club for the
Now,
car.
the sad part is, as jokey as that is, that would be more over than what they're doing right now because of how botched what they are right now
Did you
is.
guys know that what's his name? What's the Luke Gallows?
Yeah.
I guess like he actually like him and his wife got divorced because he was messing around with Brooke.
What?
Dana Brooke. Yeah, because like
I
she
have
had
not
like
heard this.
she had like an outburst. His wife was I think Amber O'Neil is her name. She's an independent,
Yeah.
and she went on like a fucking rampage against Dana Brooke, calling her like a cheating hoe and stuff. And then now they're like they're not together anymore. And all these pictures
Wow.
are of him out with Dana Brooke, like partying. So I think he's tapping Dana Brooke.
Damn.
I guess.
Okay. Well, hey,
That's
can't hate on that,
At
I
the
guess.
club. what
With
happens
his
when you
club.
go too hard.
Yeah, hey, I can't hate on that. All right, well let's move it along here. We're gonna go into the 6-woman tag match, the SmackDown 6-woman tag match. Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi versus Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and Natalya.
Yeah.
Are you guys hyped to see Mickie James back in WWE?
Not
I think
No,
as
this
a bad
match
guy.
isn't making history, or
No.
actually it might be history. It might be the first ever 6-woman tag match on a
the Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble pay-per-view.
It's possible.
I think it might be history.
I think you
I-
are
I
actually
get
correct.
to the heels just because Mickie James was just revealed, so it'd be kind of weird if she got her comeuppance already.
Yep, that's
Would you
my
really
exact
be
reason.
surprised if that
I don't
happened?
know, I wouldn't be surprised at all, but like from my booking standpoint, I would wait. You'd want her to lose in a one-on-one thing, not a tag match.
I
Talk about the
yeah,
heels.
the exact reason.
Naomi's return is not as powerful as Mickey's return.
No.
Mickey team win.
I didn't even know she was gone.
She was injured. For a
God damn it, Peter, you've been gone that long.
Honestly, I didn't know either. I'm with I had no
Yeah.
idea.
But no, Mickey's gonna get the win to reestablish who she is with everybody. So
Yeah, I'm picking Mickey, the heel team, because literally of Mickey. Even though Naomi's got the best intro on SmackDown.
that's true. It is pretty great.
I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
point
it's
that out.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna point that out. She's got the best intro. So, is anybody picking Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi, or are we going
Yes.
all across the board?
I'm going with Nikki Bella. She has I like her vlog YouTube series, so
Okay.
Is she also big and strong?
I understand.
All right. So Peanut's
she's
gonna be
not big.
the lone
But John Cena is.
the lone guy
Scott
here.
gets me.
All right, so now we're getting to the real deal here, guys. We're going straight into the Cruiserweight Championship match. Rich Swann, former CZW wrestler, will be going up against Neville, defending his title. What do you guys think about this?
I forgot about it, even though it's one of the longest builds.
Rich Swann had like the fucking stupidest insult to Neville I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I assume
so
it wasn't.
grown worthy.
I don't think it was taken. I mean, it was like a kind of a joke shit, right? I mean,
No, it was
It
not.
didn't come off
he
that
had
way.
fire behind it.
I didn't take it serious.
It reminded me of fucking George Costanza and the shrimp and the stupid. What is it? What's the one where he was like got insulted for eating too many shrimp and he's like, well, the jerk store called and It's like, what the
They're
fuck?
they're all out of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
that's what
It
I
wasn't
I thought
natural at all.
Swan got insulted like the previous week by Neville on like a pretty good promo because Neville's been doing some really good promo work. And Swan, like, for a whole week, he's talking to all his little cruiserweight buddies. And he's like, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. And they're like, oh, come on, man, don't do it. Don't. It's not gonna do it. And he's like, no, I'm gonna do it. I want to see a Seinfeld parody of the cruiserweights because
Yeah, that'd be good.
what they're doing now fucking sucks. So let's do something to make them interesting because Jesus Christ, they're unwatchable at this point. It's amazing how they can take guys who are so talented and make them almost unwatchable. It's so boring. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing wrong with the cruiserweight division anymore. But
Neville
good
looks
God,
like
it's bad.
so
No,
much
just-
better than
Give me more
everybody
Jack
else,
Gallagher.
which doesn't make. I mean, Neville's good, but
Yeah, Jack
Gallagher
Gallagher.
looks like-
yeah, but I like Neville. I think Neville was a step in the right direction. They needed to put some names
yeah.
with these guys so that they get reactions. But I think it's too little, too late not to insult Neville's height.
I can agree that with Peanut that Neville's definitely, you can tell he's on another level above a lot of the guys there.
Yes.
I mean, that's why he was NXT champion. But I mean, I do like I don't take Rich Swann that serious though. He's got the good song, good music, good intro. He's always doing his little dancing thing. Like, I don't take anything he does like actual serious though. That's why.
Well, then watch that promo again. Go back and
Yeah,
watch
that
it.
promo was rough.
Fire.
We're
Yeah.
into a situation literally where it's New Day versus Club. They could fuck over Neville and damage him irreparably against the carefree
No,
dancing
though.
guy
I don't
who
know,
happens
because
to also be black. That was unintentional.
Club lost
But-
like 15,000 times. Though.
True.
Neville
Right.
can
So you
take
gotta
one.
start somewhere. Yeah,
But they
so
don't
if
have any
Neville,
respect for that cruiserweight title, so I'm personally
Yeah.
going to pick Neville.
I'm thinking it's going to change too. They're going to hot potato this. thing
I
for a
think
while.
this comes down to, do you think they're going to keep this little thing going between the two? Like, or do they think Neville's going to, like, if he does get the championship, like, who's next in line? Is he going back to TJ? Is he going to
Gallagher.
go?
It could go back to TJ.
Oh, Gallagher also.
Yeah, the idea.
Gallagher, yeah.
They like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they seem to just kind of like, it's almost like ooh, look at who's there. Oh, let's push him. Ooh, look at it's him. Look at it's Vince. Vince has no faith behind any of these people, and it's just
That's-
whoever his flavor of the month is. That's how it feels like they're booking it.
I can agree with that. I can probably agree with that, yeah. So, all right. So, let's go down. We got Matt Zion. Who you taking?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Neville.
Neville. Rab. Who you taking?
Neville.
Neville. Scott. Who you taking?
Neville.
All right. Peanut. Who you taking?
I'll go with Rich Swann.
There it
Be different.
is. Peanut going out on a limb. You know what? This is probably going to cost me from winning the prediction thing here, but I'm going to take Rich Swann as well. I'm going to take Rich
Have
Swann
your
as
own
well.
opinion, Bomber. Jeez.
Again, I wouldn't be surprised if he retained, but
Yeah.
no, they like to bounce this title around.
The only thing I can see him, like, I can see this going for a little bit longer, going into Fastlane and then maybe dropping it, but just a little bit longer. I know it's been going for a little while, but I think they're going to take it a little bit longer there. But anyway, all right, got to move on here. The Women's Championship match for Raw. I think this is almost a no-brainer for me, but what do you guys think? Charlotte Flair defending against Bayley.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have Charlotte win because they refuse to give us fun moments with Charlotte.
She's undefeated still.
Exactly.
It's fucking stupid. It's fucking
Undefeated
stupid.
in
There's no
singles
reason-
matches.
Yeah.
On
So, yeah,
pay-per-view.
that's why it's stupid. If she was undefeated, then yeah, I'm all for waiting until Mania. But she's only
She's making
undefeated in
history.
singles matches on pay-per-view. That's so specific. That's like if
think
I was
of the
like,
great
I'm
moment
undefeated
in the
in tag
history.
matches on Raw. Like,
She
build me
can't
up.
lose on Sundays.
That's true.
I hate it. I hate
It very is a Ric Flair type thing where you might get the best of her every time, except when it really matters, which
Yeah,
gets old after a while, especially in the era of twice monthly shows for pay-per-view and weekly.
Yeah,
It
it worked back
I
when
get it.
era because he only wrestled like big shows once a month, if even that. It'd be like
Yeah.
every couple of months they had a big one. But now they have all these shows all the time, and
Yeah.
again, I feels like they're sacrificing the division in order to get her over. But like, obviously, she doesn't fucking deserve it if you have to sacrifice the whole fucking division just to get her over.
Yeah, no, I don't see Bailey. I want Bailey to win, but I don't see it.
No, every
It's
time
not
I
gonna
hear
happen, yeah.
Bailey talks, I'm like, huh. So that's what I
She's
sound
got
like to
Down-
other
yeah, she's
people.
got, like a Down syndrome. No, so it's okay. She has no promo skills whatsoever. She's like,
That
"Hey,
is true.
guys, she just walked into the building and I love wrestling. That's Bailey. That's pretty
Yeah,
much Bailey.
it's yeah.
And
I-
that
I
booty.
relate.
And no, yeah, I mean she's cool.
Yeah.
She's a really really good wrestler, man. But I don't think they're sacrificing to what you were saying. I don't think they're sacrificing Bailey with Charlotte winning this match. I mean,
think Endgame is she's gonna win the title. Like I
Yeah.
just think it's gonna
On
happen.
Raw the night after.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be at WrestleMania. I don't think they're gonna.
I really think it's
See-
going to be the night after WrestleMania.
It
Right?
makes- Yeah.
Yeah.
all of us.
No, because I'm wondering, are they going to do that thing with Charlotte where they just keep her undefeated on pay-per-view,
Mhm.
even on the show where she shouldn't win? She just
So-
does.
They've already done that like 6 times, so
Right.
Yeah.
So she'll
But
lose it on Raw.
I feel like they're doing it so she'll lose at Mania. That seems like it's what they're aiming for. So
I agree.
I mean,
with
I'm
that.
gonna go with Charlotte, even though I really don't think that her time has been up for a while now.
Oh yeah.
But they're doing the thing, they're doing what they're doing. So whatever, fuck it. I
Yeah.
want Bailey because Bailey's my favorite of the women's division right now. But they're just gonna say fuck you and keep it on Charlotte.
I do disagree with you, but we will
It'll-
save that for another time. I'm going to pick Charlotte for right now.
Trust
It'll be a
anybody.
heartbreaking moment. That's more power than a good
Fine.
moment.
All right, Rab, who you taking?
I mean, I want to go with the booty, but I'm going with Charlotte.
Charlotte. Peanut, who you taking?
Charlotte,
Scott, who you taking?
of course.
Charlotte.
All right, so we all took Charlotte across the board. Charlotte across the board. All right, moving on. I think this is a really tough one, guys. AJ Styles, John Cena for the WWE World Championship. What do you guys?
Yeah, John. I'm going John Cena. I want AJ to retain, but
Yeah.
one way or another, Cena's winning that title before WrestleMania.
So
So either he's going to win it here one-on-one in like a huge, pretty much like the biggest title match situation you can get in that's not WrestleMania, or he's going to win it in, an Elimination Chamber. I'd much rather have him beat AJ here and then just defend it in the Elimination Chamber, because that way at least it's a memorable loss.
Yeah.
And not like AJ's not going to beat him clean again. So I don't want to see a match finish where AJ hits him, low blows him, and like rolls him up or some DQ bullshit. Let's just have a classic match. Cena beats him clean. Move on with our lives.
Okay, so you think number 16 is coming at the Royal Rumble here?
I mean, look at where they're going. Look where they're going to be. Like this is huge.
Yeah.
This place. This is. Other than Mania, this is the best thing they could do, and I don't think there's any reason to hold off until Mania to do it.
Sure. All right. All right. So Zion's taking Cena. Scott, I heard you say Cena.
That's the safe bet. I don't see the 16th happening here, and yet I know they were wanting to have Roman win his first at Mania, but things happened and it was Survivor Series, and he still got the Mania moment. So, I mean, I really see Cena not winning his 16th more than I see AJ retaining, if that makes sense. Like AJ,
Sure.
he'll lose to Cena. I just don't see Cena getting the 16th yet, so I'm going to go with AJ.
I mean, there's always the chance, like, of a DQ finish. That's always out there.
We already know the champion is defending in the chamber. Shane said that. So whatever, there still could be another match to change things up anyway.
Yeah, but you don't want like I don't know, like Cena's gonna get that belt. He's gonna get the 16, and they're not gonna wait that long. And if it's gonna happen at Mania, then he'd have to beat AJ, and they're already blowing off their load on this AJ concept. So unless they have somebody else in that chamber match who would have a better match with Cena at Mania, I just don't see it.
And that's the thing too. Like they're gonna have a chamber match with potentially the 6 top stars of SmackDown. And then somebody else at Mania fighting the champion who was in the Rumble that might be the same guy. Like it's a weird situation with the chamber there. It always is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the clues though, that why SmackDown might win the Rumble though. I mean, like one of the big rumors again is Joe. Saying that.
Hey, we're not at the Royal Rumble yet. We're not at the Royal Rumble.
That's
yet.
true. That's
I mean,
But it is linked.
has to do
It
with this,
absolutely
though.
is linked with the title matches.
But
Okay.
whoever's in the chamber, my argument is whoever's in the chamber, the only one going to Mania as the main event is going to be who the champion, whoever leaves as champion, not any of the people that he's defending against.
Okay.
No, and no chamber contender will be in the Mania title match.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So SmackDown wins the Rumble, probably Joe. So probably Cena winning. But I'd love to see AJ and Joe at Mania for the title. You know, like there's that weird thing.
Nobody's going to buy that shit though.
No.
So
Gonna buy-
I'm
still going with AJ, but I'm
So-
probably wrong. But he'll lose it later.
AJ. I'm writing it down. Scott's picking
Yep, do
AJ.
it.
Peanut, who you got?
I'm gonna go with John Cena.
John Cena. We got another Cena. 2 Cenas. All right. Rab, what you got?
I'm going with AJ Styles.
AJ. 2 AJ.
Yeah, we're
2
probably
Cena.
wrong because Cena's going to.
Oh, we might be, but I'm going with
I'm going to hold out hope. I believe in AJ.
Bomber's going with Dean Ambrose.
To
He's
me,
gonna get put in the
yeah,
match.
Dean Ambrose
It's a
gonna be
triple threat.
he's gonna interfere. No, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say I will pick a winner, but I'm gonna say the title will not change hands. I'm gonna say John Cena wins, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be some kind of DQ finish. I think AJ is gonna retain the title, but Cena's gonna get the win. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, that actually
So you're going with Cena.
makes all the sense.
I am picking Cena for the actual technical win. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Cena.
I
They'll
agree
probably
with that.
have they'll probably have the
You know,
club
that-
run
that
out
might-
and help because it's a brand or dual brand pay per view. Have a stupid nonsense finish that nobody likes and ruin the
Is
whole
it?
match.
Is it no DQ?
No, it doesn't
No,
say anything.
but-
It's
no.
a normal match.
They're definitely.
But
I mean,
speaking
I can
of no DQ, Kevin Owens defending the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns in a no DQ shark cage match.
gotta hate that.
Wow, that was
Where
good.
Jericho is in a
That
shark
was
cage.
good.
Yeah, where Jericho's up above the ring in a shark cage.
Because, they never get involved when they're in the cage. Even though every single match like this in the history of these matches, the person in the cage finds a way to get involved still.
And they have to make it a no DQ even though he's in the cage. I'm still blown away by that. I don't understand.
don't
That's so
understand.
Owens
Look out,
can't
it's so
disqualify
weird.
himself to retain because of the Raw
It's really
match.
weird.
Yeah, because
So-
that's what's going to happen.
I think this one's just as up in the air as the AJ and Cena
Yeah.
match. That's why I love
I
it.
agree.
Both title matches definitely up in the air.
Up in the air, but man, this concept is fucking dumb.
Oh,
I mean,
I-
why
yeah.
they didn't just do Jericho, Rollins, Owens, and Reigns in a fatal four-way is beyond me. Especially because now they've kicked Rollins out of the Rumble and Jericho doesn't have a
Yeah.
match. What, I know he's in the Rumble match, but why didn't they just do that? That would have been a classic.
And they could have even had it convoluted where both the titles are up and somehow someone pins Jericho, so Owens retained.
yeah,
Oh,
that
ha,
actually
ha,
would have
ha.
been fun. Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been fun. Like if
So Jericho's
Jericho,
trying to lose his title to keep Owens or whatever, right?
Yeah, they could have made it fun, but this whole shark cage thing is fucking nonsense. It just
He's
feels
in a
like we've gone back to
shark
the
cage.
'90s.
This-
It's so dumb.
It's just because they had it in NXT and they wanted to use it again.
I think that's exactly. I think you're 100% right. Vince
I
saw
think
it
they're
and he's
gonna-
like, "That's brilliant."
And Triple H
Yeah,
is like,
okay.
oh.
So possibilities here are pretty open. If Balor is going to be coming back early and he wins the Rumble, then it makes sense that he would face Kevin Owens.
Yes.
Because Owens has talked shit about how he's the the longest reigning whatever. So that kind of makes sense to me that they would have not as the main event, but they do that bullshit where it becomes the one of the mid card matches for the title.
They'd be the title match, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and so that's a possibility. If in any other situation, pretty much LOL Reigns would win. I just don't know what they would have planned for Roman at this point. I guess Undertaker is a possibility, which is
What
one of the
about
things
Undertaker,
they've been
Goldberg?
harping about.
Goldberg?
I'm gonna. I don't know. I feel like having Balor versus Owens is more likely at this point.
I mean,
just
there's
because,
Jericho Owens as well. I mean, that's out there as well.
Oh, I think Jericho Owens is probably the smart decision, but they, for some reason, threw him in a shark cage and continue to just do nothing about it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
But it'll be
It's
funny
open.
when Chris Jericho puts the shark cage on the list. That'll be so
Uh,
funny when he
I-
does that.
I don't bet against Roman Reigns on this one though, because they got the United States title off him for a reason. So I think he's gonna beat Kevin Owens. He's gonna be the Universal Champion going into WrestleMania, and then that means Kevin Owens and Jericho can fight for the United States title at WrestleMania. So I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns.
do you see good guy Kevin Owens out of that?
No, they're both gonna be assholes. That's gonna be
Okay.
that's what. That's
But do you
what's gonna
see
be
good
fun.
guy asshole Kevin Owens?
No, I
Like,
think
he's doing his asshole stuff. Two bad guys.
dirty heel versus dirty heel, and the problem is Jericho's way more over than Owens is right now. So if
Yeah.
anything, Jericho's the one that would have to turn.
Yep, I agree with that. I almost could flip a fucking coin, but as far as my pick, I'm gonna go Roman Reigns. There's a lot of more possibilities. Not really. It's
I
not
don't know
even.
that is
Yeah,
true.
that's not true. That's right. To me, it's so fucking tough. I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns. I'm just going with it. I don't know. No real rhyme or reason.
I think it's just because Jericho and Owens is pretty.
You had your
late
time early.
in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You did yours early.
So anyway,
No, I'm just saying there's no rhyme or reason. That's the only rhyme or reason I can think of.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Roman is the safe bet, but I like Owens and Balor.
Yeah.
But that all hinges on if Balor and I really can't pick that one. It's a weird one, but
You have to.
I know.
Who you picking?
I'm gonna commit. I'll say Balor comes in, so I'll say Owens retains it.
Owens. All right, we got an Owens. All right, Peanut. Who you got? Who you going with?
Roman Reigns. Easily.
Whoa, easily. Okay.
No coin flip.
Domination.
No coin
All
flips.
right. Rab, who you
Trust
going
me,
with?
I can't see what you're doing. Maybe you
I
think-
really think it's going to be Kevin Owens with Balor later. So I could go with Kevin Owens.
All right. And Zion, what was your final verdict there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns.
Reigns.
We keep forgetting there's also Fastlane coming up, which could have all these things happen too.
That is very true. No doubt. There's so much gonna happen. All right. But anyway,
So 2 weeks after the Royal Rumble, which comes first, Fastlane or Chamber?
God,
Chamber. And it is 2 weeks after.
2 weeks.
too much.
That's awesome. All right,
It
guys.
has been good though with this like
Wrestling.
5 build up. So
The
I
30-man over-the-top Royal Rumble. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is the match that we all want to see. Here we go. So many possibilities here. I think.
The two favorites are Taker and Joe at the moment, apparently.
Well, I think we should.
And yeah, and you can make arguments for your Goldbergs and your Lesnars and stuff like that. Even Strowman.
I really don't think there's any chance for
No,
either
but-
of those two.
Yeah, they're
No,
the
but-
two that don't have a chance, in my opinion.
it wasn't- See, if it wasn't for the fact that WrestleMania is such a multi-billion-dollar thing, yeah, you won't get those little guys. You'll get your Cenas and your Romans winning it. So
they just have a match, so that's it.
I think
Yeah.
there is a very good possibility for Goldberg. I don't think there is a good possibility for Lesnar, but then again, these guys, what if they don't win? I mean, they have to face each other again at WrestleMania, right? Is that?
That's what they're building towards.
You
is
would think.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Remember when we were supposed to get Lesnar and Reigns again last year? Never, even building up to the Rumble, never happened.
That's
No,
true?
but they weren't really directly rebuilding on it again though. This is actually started at Survivor Series, and
Yes.
that's because it's been designed to end at WrestleMania. It's not
Agreed.
the other way around. Is we were just hoping, we were like, oh well, that will work really well if they have a rematch, but they never really built to it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fair.
that's in the cards.
No, I mean the whole idea, like they're trying to position it where Goldberg winning seems viable, just from the outside perspective of look, he's a destroyer, he could win the whole thing. I'm going with Balor, obviously because of my other pick, but I like how it's up in the air because I would not be surprised if Goldberg won,
Oh, shit,
or
you're
even
going-
Strowman or Undertaker.
You're
It
giving
would
us
not
a pick
surprise
right
me.
now. You're giving us Balor for your pick, huh?
I gave it already from the other one.
All
Absolutely.
right, there we go. Oh, I'm writing it
committing
down.
to it.
Scott's
But
taking.
again,
Finn.
I would not be surprised by 5 or 6 others because they make sense, and I like that. Normally, it's him or him, and they both get title matches back in that old split. So I like the fact that I'm like, I don't know, it could be one of 6 easily, and I wouldn't be surprised. I like that.
I can see. Hold on. Let me count these up. Somebody else go. Let me count. Somebody else. All right.
What?
Good job.
And I'll just throw in here. We're all
on
in
my
agreement.
phone.
that-
So I'm
Somebody
not
else.
really-
Somebody else give their pick. That's what, Peanut.
I'm
Who?
going to say too. We're all in agreement. Joe is coming in, right?
Oh, he has to.
Oh, for sure.
Like he vanished off NXT.
I have a
He's
segment
perfect.
that we're going to do here in a second with surprise entrance. I got a lot of names wrote down here. I want you guys to give me your whether or not you think they'll show up. But first
Wow,
of all,
thanks for
let's-
preparing us for that.
You've been first. Also, you've been pointing to us for everyone, and now you're just going, okay, now someone say something.
well, I wanted to count real quick to see. I had the possible people that I think could win, but anyway, Peanut, who do you have a pick that you're going with here for this Royal Rumble? The winner.
It's tough. I'm gonna go Taker.
Love you. So you're going with the easy, the safe choice. Going with the safe choice, huh?
Is that safe? Taker?
Taker. I think
say that's
Taker. To
safe.
me, I think Taker's a safe choice. The safe choice.
That is
Well, there's
no
like-
safer than the others, I think.
I mean,
Yeah, they're all up in the air.
It's safer than Goldberg. It's safer than Lesnar. Neither Goldberg nor Lesnar are going to win.
No,
Well,
no chance.
No.
Okay. Well, either way, I'm writing it down. So, Rab, who you going with here?
I'm going.
You going with Balor with me on that one with Owens?
I am. I'm going with
That's
Balor.
big. That's super
It is
risky.
big. It
That's
is
risky
big, and
as
somehow
fuck.
But it's-
two of us have decided to
It's
go
Edge
with
and
it.
Jericho all over again. It's that story again, and it's kind of tailor made and perfect. So
I like it.
It
I
is.
don't know
It is
if-
big,
I don't
and it's
know.
a big surprise.
A couple of days ago, I would have gone with Undertaker, but recently there's been random things. Oh, maybe like his hip is shit, and so I don't know. So I'm
and
not
they
going.
love that
Undertaker.
surprise
I'm going
moment.
Balor.
They just built up 5 legit maybes out of the 30, and oh wait, there's that one too. Like they love that. They live for that.
No,
So.
I mean it is. It's a decent pick, but man, it's risky because It's still
It
up in
is
the air.
risky.
I don't see it being that risky though. That at the same time, it's like it just seems so obvious.
Oh,
That's why I'm going.
it does make sense, but I'm saying like he's hurt and we don't know for sure. That's why. That's the only reason, though. I mean, it makes perfect sense. So Zion, what do you
I'll
think?
go along with
Do you have
Scott.
Zion, do you have a name yet?
I think Balor is actually more of a long shot, only because the dude's coming off an injury. They don't tend to like putting somebody in that position, especially because he's untested. Like Edge is different when he came back because it's Edge.
Cena did it as well.
He had-
but Cena.
Yeah, like
had
hey,
history.
Cena and Edge, they had credibility at that point. They had just given Balor like a fucking rocket strap to his ass, and then he got hurt immediately. So I don't know if they're really gonna be willing.
The injury though.
I don't. Yeah, but still though, I don't. It's Vince. Vince is fucking psychotic, and
But
I
it's-
can see in
but
his
it's-
eyes.
But he does
Go
have
on.
Triple H. The difference is he does have Triple H in his corner.
Triple H doesn't have anything to do with Raw stuff though. Literally, like he said
Sadly,
that before
yeah.
multiple times. He handles his own stuff when he's on Raw, but he doesn't do any of the writing or any of the creative decisions whatsoever. It's still Vince. So
No, the decision is Vince's, but
Triple H literally doesn't write or do any of that shit. though.
I'm
You
not
could say
saying
you
he
could
writes
argue
it.
Stephanie does.
I'm not saying he writes it. I'm saying Balor has a strong,
Yeah, but like,
What's the word?
would you want to hinge your WrestleMania main event on a guy who got hurt the moment you gave him a push, and then he's coming back and he hasn't even been tested out yet? I don't know. I mean, to me, that seems risky.
see
And
that.
I think
Yeah.
the Taker winding down, in the next 8 to 10 years, when we keep saying he's going to retire and he doesn't.
Yeah.
But like, I think Taker's the safe bet because the logic here is Taker's not really going to be wrestling too much, obviously. So have him win the Rumble, and then he doesn't have to wrestle again until WrestleMania because he won the Rumble. So that's it. He doesn't have to win a contenders match. He doesn't have to do shit. He just shows up, talks, or as in Raw's case, stares at people until the lights fade out. But I think Taker's the way to go because it just makes sense to me.
I
There's so
agree
many
that it's a safe
different
pick.
people.
Yeah, and again, he's one of my favorites, so I'd be thrilled with that. But
There's just so many people he can fight.
I have no interest in watching that, but I think it might happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm going with Taker because I want to win. So.
Yeah, I also do want to win, and as I said, I do think Taker's a safe pick. But I mean, we all kind of glossed over Jericho. I mean, if you guys did pick Owens, and if Baylor was not coming back, I feel like Jericho would be the guy. He is not one of the few that has not won a Rumble. What's up?
Once he won the title, that was the end of that hope. I had the same thing. I thought that was like a pretty much a given, but they gave him the United States title. So now he'll just fight Owens for the United States title in like a mid-card match on Mania.
at the same time, they've had such faith in Jericho of late. I would not be surprised if he won this.
It's not a headliner though. That's the problem.
No,
Jericho
exactly.
and Owens
That's
is not
why.
going to sell WrestleMania. And Undertaker versus anybody probably will.
But Undertaker's going to wrestle against anybody anyways.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and
again,
the person
they
who
sold
wins the Royal
plenty of-
Rumble
they
doesn't
sold
always
plenty of-
main event WrestleMania.
They sold plenty of pay-per-views like that with
Owens-
Undertaker versus someone and the
Jericho is
title
not the
match
two
on
guys they're going to put on the poster as the main event of WrestleMania. That's just the way
because
it
it's
is.
not, but they don't count it like
Hey.
that. It's just like
Yeah, you don't get the main.
Yeah,
They just
later.
get a title match.
the WrestleMania I went to.
There were more than one main event.
Here's
The
what's-
WrestleMania I went to, The Rock and John Cena were on the poster, and neither of them had a title, and neither of them had won the Royal Rumble.
That is true. Yeah,
Unless-
that is a good point. Yeah, Peanut. Yeah, that's true.
I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that. The person that
But
wins
they do. No,
Yeah,
but
but
that's what they do
match-
now.
the match that's potentially going last, other than a title match, is unfortunately Lesnar Goldberg. But I don't see them doing that because they already had it. So they have whatever their main event's going to be is going to be whoever wins the Rumble going in, and I think Taker's your best bet to draw money.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just Owens is great, but neither of them are going to draw a WrestleMania main event like money.
I do agree with
Making
that.
If
Yeah, I don't think
WrestleMania
anyone
wasn't the
disagrees with
4-hour multi-billion thing, it'd be a different story. But it's its own thing now. So
Like I even see, I don't know if you brought that up. I wasn't completely paying attention, but Cena and
Nice.
Taker, Cena and Taker, I can see them definitely main eventing and not the title not be on the line. Like I don't know if that's what you were talking about, but I can see that. I can see AJ winning or keeping the title at least, and I can still see Undertaker versus Cena, even if it's not a title match. That means even if Taker doesn't win, I still see that. I still see him possibly main eventing with Cena with no titles on the line, with Taker losing. You could have Jericho winning and going against Owens, but still having, like, I know this is kind of what you guys were just talking about, but still going with Cena and Taker headlining WrestleMania with no title.
It seems counterproductive to the title though when they do that, because
I
if you're gonna do
agree.
Cena and Undertaker, then just do it for the fucking title. It's not even that hard for them to get to that point. Why would they go out of their way to shit on the title and make sure it doesn't main event by putting it on two lower card guys when the main event, if you want Taker and Cena, just put the title on Cena and
No,
have
because
it.
then you got two
history-
big matches. You got one that's that
I
match,
agree.
and you got one
No,
for the
you
title.
would have them both regardless anyway. Putting a title on two lower card guys doesn't automatically make it more special.
Well,
It does. Yes, of course it does. They have the title. They have it right there.
Jericho, remember Jericho and Edge? That was fucking garbage and nobody cared about it. It
Del
didn't make it
Rio
more
and
special.
Swagger.
It didn't make it more special. Oh,
can't-
especially that
You
one.
can't do anything with Swagger, though, so that
You can't
automatically,
do- yeah, you can't
that
do
automatically loses no matter what.
But that's the thing that Matt's talking about. Like the title match should be the big one, and when the Rumble is this important to get to that title
I
match.
agree with that.
Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying
that's-
is they
should.
don't agree with
Oh,
that.
and I know I'm with you on that.
I don't-
That's why
So
I am
that's
agreeing.
not a good predictor because
No,
they don't seem to agree with it.
How many main events of WrestleMania have not been for the title? You had HBK and Taker. You had Rock and Cena. That's
Lawrence
it.
Taylor
So
and
that's-
Bam
The
Bam.
title match was
The
like
Rumble-
the third
Lawrence
most
Lawrence
important
Taylor
match
and Bam
in that.
Bam
Whoa.
Bigelow.
You're saying that they don't care, but yet percentage
I'm saying that they don't necessarily care about that. So it's not a good
why
predictor.
you're wrong, because they have cared. Because
No, but
most
the Rumble
everything-
winner hasn't always been the end one. Like Del Rio
That's
won,
what I'm
and he
trying to
faced
say.
Edge in the opener.
Whoever wins the Rumble doesn't have to go main event. They just get
exactly.
the title match.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but I'm
Exactly.
saying in general, the main event of WrestleMania is almost always going to be a title match, unless
Usually.
they have something that's like a once in a lifetime situation.
Which would
but
be
it's not
Cena
always-
versus Taker.
But it's not always the Rumble winner.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
not always the
Elimination
Rumble
Chamber winner or a
No,
Battle
I don't,
Royal.
I don't give a shit about that anymore. I'm
Yeah.
I'm arguing that I think that the main event of WrestleMania needs to be a title match regardless. If you're gonna say
I
because
think
you're
all of us agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
saying
and
we're
we're just
saying,
changing
no,
time.
we're saying that's not
The history
necessarily
shows
what
it's not.
happens.
All right.
So it's not a good predictor.
Slow down, everybody.
I still think it is a good predictor.
Slow down, everybody.
No, I'm gonna fucking fight Rab
I was
right
about
now.
to say everybody's yelling at once. Okay.
By the way, Bomber, negative 10 minutes. So.
Negative 10 minutes.
know if you're
okay.
watching.
So anyway, just some quick things we're gonna do here. We're gonna go over possible surprise entrants. I'm gonna name some guys. I want you guys to tell me whether or not you think they're gonna be there. Because we have 8 possibilities left. There's 22 people named right now as of this
Chris
recording.
Masters,
Chris Masters. That's
Carlito.
Carlito. So anyway, let's just start it off big. Let's
Um,
start off easy here. We're gonna do Kurt Angle. What do you guys think?
No, he's not gonna be in it.
No, he's
There's no
Mania. He's Mania Hall of Fame. Then
Mania Hall of
stuff will
Fame.
happen.
Nobody. Okay.
No. Nothing before that.
He might WrestleMania. He might have a match, but
Yes.
I don't. There's no way he's in the Rumble. I
No
don't think.
Rumble entrant. Okay.
Again, that would be cool, but nah.
I think that would be probably the biggest pop of the night. But hey, okay.
Well, yeah,
Anyway,
they saved that pop for later. Again, this Rumble is already big enough. They don't need Kurt Angle to be in it. Save that for a moment.
It would be
I think
awesome,
if
and
they-
I'd like
I think
it.
If they were gonna do it, they wouldn't have announced him for the Hall of Fame.
that's the one thing I do agree about. They would have done it afterwards, but I think he still should be in it. I don't agree with it's too big already because they haven't had a really big, memorable Royal Rumble in a long time, and this one's already shaping up to be that way, and they could make it even better. And I think,
Oh, and
You're taking
I'm
away
with
from his
you.
turn
I agree with that. But
yeah,
if it was a surprise return where the music went off, they've
Yeah, that
already
would've been-
ruined that because it's in people's head.
just give him his moment because
All right.
that wouldn't be giving him his moment. Like because there's
No.
so many.
Because he wouldn't be winning it.
No,
of course
yeah.
not.
So just have him have a match at WrestleMania. That's his return match, and then it's huge, and he has his moment.
All right, so I'm just going to go down another huge name right here, Kenny Omega.
Nope.
Nope.
I think
No.
he's trolling everyone.
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
not
I think
gonna
he's
be in
fucking with everyone.
Even Cena? Cena's trolling everybody too, huh?
Yeah, I think
'Cause
there's-
he was
that's-
doing
He
the-
loves to fucking troll
He's done that
everyone.
before. Absolutely. Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
That shit.
He did show
no.
AJ, and AJ showed up at the Rumble.
But
Yeah,
that's
he
why
was already
he did it.
contracted to
That's
do
another
it.
He's
reason to
trying
do it.
fuck
Yeah.
with you.
And this is to
Okay.
build the suspense of maybe he is. They're literally
I mean,
building up
like-
the history.
Honestly, who cares?
He's contractually
What a
obligated
big
to
moment.
do Japan.
That'll be a
Like-
Royal Rumble moment. That happens.
I like Kenny Omega, but like the average fan doesn't fucking know who he is.
No, he's not even on
It's
TNA.
not on AJ Styles level by any means because
Oh,
he's never
definitely
been on. Like he wasn't built up through TNA, and that's
Sure.
one of the good things TNA did is that it did introduce everybody to Styles. But like some of the hardcore fans will know him, but he's not going to get the same reaction AJ did last year.
He'd
by
be
any
like
means.
the club was. like
Yeah, it would
True.
it would be okay, but most fans are gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this weird looking dude?" It's
Yep.
not
Weird
not a big
looking.
deal.
And if I'm
Uh,
correct, he is still contracted through New Japan through the 31st, so he can't unless they do an agreement.
So the next two names I wrote down, I did this list a long time ago. I feel like you guys already answered it, but Finn Balor and Samoa Joe. Let's go
Yeah.
Samoa Joe
Oh,
first.
Both of them will be in.
Both,
it.
100%.
Now, okay.
There's no reason Joe's been off NXT for 2 months.
Now, if Joe comes in, is it going to be a big letdown? Because there's a high chance that he's not going to win.
No, it'd be like AJ last year.
Okay.
Yeah, like AJ.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it'd be
I'm
fine.
glad
It'd
we're
be
on the
totally
same. Glad we're on the same page. Cool. What about Bobby Roode? Any idea for that? Bobby Roode.
He's in the NXT title match.
He's in the title match the night before.
Okay, good
No.
deal.
Him and Nakamura are both off the table, I think, for that.
Him and Nakamura. All right. How about this? Because
No, Nakamura. I could see Nakamura in it.
I'd like
Yeah,
that, actually.
It's just
And
like a
if-
one-off
if
thing.
he's
I
the
can see him.
if he lost and
You
maybe
think they're
showed
gonna put
up.
the title on Bobby Roode?
Yes.
No, I think if he,
Yeah,
if
I think
wins,
he
comes
will.
in as NXT champ.
All right. So how about this? 8 people left. How about Mick Foley? Thoughts?
No, God,
No.
no, please.
He's
No.
if he's in, and so is Shane.
Couldn't.
And no, he had to cancel his whole thing with Punk because his knees are too fucked up.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, it's a
come on.
Royal Rumble, though.
He had to cancel his whole thing with Dean Ambrose because his knees were too.
No, just please stop. Please stop
He-
putting McFoley in the ring. He's
I get
lost-
nervous when he,
yeah.
when he
No,
walks
he's done.
down.
He's been losing a lot of weight,
When
though.
he walks
He's-
on the ramp.
I don't care. I don't want to see
No,
him die.
it's not his role. I don't.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't see it happen.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I don't. They don't seem to want to do it. I don't.
All right, I got some crazy names I'm going to throw out here. Some really off the wall names. You ready?
Carlito here. I think Carlito is actually a big possibility.
Carlito. Okay, well there you go.
I'm joking. I think
No,
Carlito.
legitimately,
I'm serious
yes.
when I say those names.
I
No,
legitimately
don't think
agree with
there's
that.
any chance Carlito shows up.
Rab, you said no to Carlito. You don't think no
No
chance?
way.
If Kurt Hawkins is back, Carlito can come back.
All right. Well, how about this? How about listen to this name? Here's a blast from the
Daniel
past.
Bryan.
No. Here we go. Rikishi. What do you think about that?
No, thank you.
No,
No.
Thank you.
Like, not do you want it? I mean, dude,
It wouldn't surprise
it's
me.
Surprise entry.
But-
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah.
No.
No.
I would be.
If
I would be
keep
surprised.
bringing back Godfather and Road Dogg, sure, probably, maybe.
Don't want it, and it shouldn't happen.
The
No.
Usos
Why
in
should
there.
it not happen? There's no reason Rikishi
growth.
shouldn't.
Because
Huh?
he's fucking late. Have you seen him lately? He's like 100 pounds bigger than he was before.
Yeah, he's
Ah.
Yokozuna-ing it.
Gross.
Okay. Daniel Bryan.
No, of course
No.
not.
He's a center.
Only if he wins, which he won't. So
No.
no.
He's
Okay.
just never
You guys
gonna
think he
wrestle
is
for
coming?
him.
Do you think he's cleared?
Never.
I
They're
mean,
Never
still
wrestle-
teasing. They're
well,
still teasing the Miz thing.
The thing
look,
is,
they're trying to.
way
Sorry.
way past than they like should be.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the thing is, the Royal Rumble is such an easier match to work. Fucking Kevin Nash came out and worked the Royal Rumble, and everybody started chanting, "You still
They don't.
got it."
No.
Why?
But no, they don't clear him. They don't even let people
One-
touch
one
Edge because of his
fucking
neck.
hit to the
They
head,
cannot
one-
touch him.
One hit to the head, he gets a concussion in the match, and it's a shit show.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, when Edge is
will
on
never
TV, that's
be
why they
wrestling.
bring Christian, because they can beat up Christian. They can't even touch Edge.
Okay.
Legitimately because of his
Can't
neck.
touch Bryan either.
This is the
That's-
same thing.
Okay.
I wish, because that would be amazing. Like I just
No.
I want to see him wrestle more than any other moment in wrestling right now. Like
Yes.
anything that could happen, but
Like
he will
Edge
never
has
wrestle
a
ever.
different injury.
No, but it's the same idea.
it's like-
they're taking that
No,
risk.
but
They're
like
not
Edge, like
close.
literally, it's not like a clear thing. It's like he actually
But
can't.
with Brian,
Yeah, this
Brian,
is the same with Daniel Bryan. He cannot wrestle.
he has bruises on his
If
brain.
Daniel Bryan gets a concussion, he may never walk again.
He may
Yeah.
die.
Daniel Bryan cannot wrestle.
No, they're building
Okay.
the whole thing with him and Miz
I don't know.
because this denied forever will make Miz a bigger bad guy,
All right,
and you'll hate
so,
him for it.
Yeah, but this long
It's
has
the-
to have some sort of payoff. But I don't
No,
know.
the payoff is you hate Miz.
Here's
payoff-
Miz benefits. That's the payoff.
forever.
how about this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw another name out there. I don't know if this is even possible or not. Bobby Lashley.
No, he's under
No,
TNA.
he's
Yeah,
TNA.
he's with TNA.
I know he's with
right
TNA, but like, you don't think
Yeah,
that's
it's
possible?
called
No, it's not. They'd get sued,
That's called a contract.
and they
Okay.
get sued for
Okay.
Bobby
So
Lashley.
you can immediately take out Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, and don't even bring them up because no
Hardy
They're
boys. Got
contracted.
it. No
I have
Hardy
one
boys.
for you though that I guarantee is going to be in it.
Okay, who's that?
Shelton Benjamin.
That was gonna be my next name. That was gonna
He's
be
in
my
it
next.
100%.
I've
100%.
noticed
that before.
officially. I got one to throw at you. Officially, Kane is not in it yet.
Good.
Ooh, good call,
Ooh.
Kane.
He's
I-
always in the Rumble.
I don't
So
know
Kane
why
will
that would
be
be a
in it.
surprise entrant, but I think Kane's gonna be in it. Yeah.
Missing,
No,
right?
he's always in.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Scott's got it. Nailed it. Kane will be in the Rumble.
But legitimately, I think Tyler Bate will probably be in there too.
Is that the UK,
The UK
guy?
champ, just for the heck of it.
I was gonna ask you guys if you thought maybe they would show up. The two
Sure,
guys
why
in the
not?
finals.
I don't think so. I think they're
I
gonna
think the
keep
champ
it
will.
separate for now.
I can see a one-off for the champ.
I could see him popping up on Raw and like having like a British WWE champion versus like WWE champion thing.
when
but
they're
I
in
don't
England
see-
next.
I don't see
probably.
him. He's small as fuck.
Yeah, but
that's
strong
that's
as
like
fuck.
that's the worst thing you could do to the guy. The poor guy gets in there with people that are like double his height, and there's a bunch of them around. He looks like this little midget running around.
He was throwing Wolfgang around. It could be interesting.
You can throw anybody around, but he looks like a child compared to most of the people.
He
on
is!
He's
19, he is a child.
I think it would be good
I
exposure for him.
No, I see him in the Rumble for a bit. I see that happen.
I see good
They
exposure.
like to put an NXT dude in there. I could see them putting one of them in.
I don't think they like putting an NXT dude in there
Well,
though.
they have put an NXT guy in there, so I see them doing this.
True,
like
but so the last name I have wrote down here.
No, Rusev debuted in it before, and they've done that before. Bo Dallas debuted in it.
though NXT was nothing when Rusev.
Corbin in it as well.
But they did it exactly. That's what I'm saying. They have done that before,
They
so I
do
see Bates showing up. Hey, come here for a Sunday.
No.
It's easy enough.
The last name I have wrote on here, not really a surprise entrant, but I'm surprised that he hasn't been announced. What about Enzo? He hasn't been announced in the Rumble.
Yeah,
Big
when
Cass has, but not Enzo.
It almost feels like more like they want him to be a manager more than a wrestler.
This is bullshit. No, they can't do that.
They don't like Enzo. For
They
his
like-
wrestling.
Big Cass to be the big guy, and Enzo's the manager mouthpiece.
Big Cass's finisher is the worst goddamn thing on the planet. Empire Elbow. Why doesn't he just try to hit that like for the entire? It's the Big Show knockout punch. Why doesn't he just do that the entire match then?
Also,
Scoop
Big
slap
Cass
him
looks-
with the elbow.
It's weirdly like Edge.
All right, so actually one last name. What about The Rock? Just throwing that out there. Any idea? Any clue?
I actually think that is a possibility.
Yeah.
Because if say he's gonna do something like I mean the big rumor was still Rousey and him versus Triple H and Steph, but I mean who knows? But like maybe
That's not gonna happen now. Rousey's got nothing.
maybe. But I mean that means to me that means he has a better chance of getting her personally. But
A little bit.
maybe they have that one match for Rock set up, and then this is something they've kind of kept on under wraps, and Rock just comes out in the Rumble. I could see it happening. Sure.
Remember, they wanted Rock and Brock a while back. Yeah, I mean, they could always do something there, or who knows? But it makes sense, and it would just add to the star studded. The crowd would go apeshit.
And last, any thought on Flair? Is he too old? Is that ship sailed?
That ruins him retiring. He will never wrestle in WWE.
Even if it's a
period.
Rumble, though.
No,
I don't
Especially-
know that he will never
Period.
wrestle.
It's a match.
I don't know that he will never wrestle in WWE again because they don't have any. They don't care about ruining shit. But I don't think
He
he's gonna be there
does.
someday.
Yeah.
I think he cares about it. I don't. Absolutely not.
And here's one I'm going to throw out there. This is just me because I am a big fan of his. I'm going to say Christian. I don't know. I'm just going to throw that out there.
No.
That'd be.
No, he retired. Same
he's
thing.
super retired.
Kind of fucked up.
I just want to see
He's
it.
super retired.
So
Yeah,
know,
no,
but-
he's messed up too.
it's a Rumble, guy. It's the Rumble. It's not like.
I think you're
That's
failing.
more
to see-
dangerous.
I think you're failing
No.
to see that if they force somebody to retire due to injuries, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, but he's cool for this thing.
It's the multi-man
That
match
means
people
they're
go
done.
around.
I mean,
where you
DD
must go over the top rope.
Yeah, but
DDP
DDP was not forced to retire
No,
from
no,
injury.
I know that.
DDP, on the other hand, is the statue of health for.
no, I'm not. I'm giving you an example
And
of
he
how
got
easy
hurt
it
in the
is.
Rumble.
Did he? What?
Yeah, he got fucked up for a bit
Oh,
from
well,
his brief appearance in the Rumble.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
either
he
way.
hurt his back, right?
Yeah.
They're a publicly traded company now. There's no way in hell they're ever going to risk somebody that they
Okay.
forced to
Well,
retire.
either way, I want to see Christian in it. He was one of my favorites, so I'm just throwing
And
it out
that's
there.
fair.
Never really
I
cared.
want to see Eddie in it, but these things
Yes.
aren't gonna happen.
Well,
They
that's
pick up his bones and throw them at people in the
Hey,
ring.
to be fair, if Eddie Guerrero comes out, this is the greatest Royal Rumble of all time.
What would you rap? If that say in this that happened, right? All of a sudden, somehow Eddie Guerrero actually came out in the Rumble. Would you question whether or not you had just had a heart attack and died?
I was gonna say I would immediately start looking at what my food, I just poison myself.
Yeah, what happened?
What
There's
is
one-
happening?
There is
I would
another
see
name.
if I can fly real quick.
There's
The knob
another
to the
name,
basement and it's a red knob now.
another name. What?
Rey Mysterio.
No,
I-
get out of
I-
here.
possible.
he's under contract.
Don't
Yeah,
be
he
dumb.
was-
I think he's under a Lucha contract, but I'm not 100%
Lucha,
on that.
But maybe if he's not though, why not?
No.
Whatever.
Yeah,
He wasn't.
him and RVD are the two. Like they can always.
Aren't they still like in legal negotiations?
What with
So
Lucha?
it's possible.
Lucha,
No.
because they're on like a mid-season hiatus, they're not allowed to wrestle in other things that are like televised. So that might just that could be it. He can't.
There's
during
doubts.
that.
There's doubts. Lucha Underground's even coming back for the rest of its run though, because they're
Yeah,
saying
well, they're not-
having issues.
Dude, they're not going to tape anything until the fall because that's when the new stuff is going. So literally, those guys can't work on TV for a year.
We got Booker T. Hello.
No thanks.
No thanks. I'm just throwing a name. Booker T. The King. Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, I mean,
Well, he's
it's
commentating.
possible, but no
Oh.
thanks.
Okay.
He's doing commentary, which that doesn't mean anything. He might go in anyway. At
Yeah, he
JBL.
did that.
JBL, possible, definitely possible. Yeah. We've
CM
seen
Punk?
Michael Cole in it before. CM Punk. I actually wrote his name down, but I was like, you know what? That's a name that.
Absolutely not,
Yeah.
no. No, CM Punk is the new Bruno Sammartino, and it's going to take one of Triple H's daughters to repair the wounds that happened in 20 years.
Be back for some like Mania payday in like 20 years or something. When
Well,
it doesn't
he's-
matter anymore.
He could be everything he hated. He could come back for the big payday like those guys did and be
And
that.
He'll do it.
Absolutely will, yes.
Oh, I
Of
got
course he will do that. They all do it for a reason. They
Yep,
need money,
it'll
and
happen.
they found a way to get it.
So
And he's not good at fighting,
Why
so...
did Lawler look so fucking terrible in that segment with Dolph Ziggler last week? Like he looked awful. He looked like a grown man pretending to play dress up, and
He's looked like that
he-
for 15
Yeah,
years.
he's
Yeah,
pretty-
true.
Shouldn't he-
Ziggler's not
I actually
officially
thought
in
he
the
looked
Rumble.
pretty good.
If I'm
he
correct,
looked
there's no
terrible.
Ziggler on the list.
I
so
have him
put
on my
Ziggler
list.
and Lawler in.
I have Ziggler on my
Ziggler-
list.
Yeah, I thought I had him on my list as well.
I didn't think he was. I might be wrong there, but yeah, he's feuding with King, right? That's what's happening. That's where he is.
I think they're just getting cheap heel heat.
Who's Ziggler?
Yeah, but you can have him in the
Ziggler.
Rumble.
Are you talking about Ziggler?
Yeah.
But he's kind of feuding with Apollo Crews and Kalisto right now, right?
Yeah, who aren't even in the Rumble.
Yeah,
if I'm-
that's. Oh, don't even. Oh shit! Hopefully they don't take two of their spots.
Right.
Anyway, all right. I know we're going a little long, but I thought there'd be one last fun thing we could do. I want to know what are your guys' final four? Who do you think is going to be the final four in the Rumble? Let's start with Scott. Let's start with Scott. We'll go through.
the
Taker.
Raw,
I feel like
the Raw stuff we saw with Balor,
Oh, so
Taker, Goldberg,
Taker,
Brock,
Goldberg.
Balor.
Wow. Okay.
Though they've teased that before. It was Austin, Rock, and Triple H, like back in 2002, and Taker got put up by Maven early. So who knows if that's going to be what it is? Something else could happen, but I really think they want to milk the fact that it might be Goldberg or it might be this, it might be that. But I see Taker and Balor as the final two. I see Balor putting him out. I'll go on a limb with that. Why not?
Okay.
But yeah, Brock and Goldberg beforehand, so they can have their match or whatever. So I see it being predictable, quote unquote, for that stuff. But I hope not.
For my final four, I'm going Jericho, Undertaker, Bray Wyatt. Yeah, you feeling that Bray Wyatt, aren't you? Yeah, you feeling that Bray Wyatt.
no,
Yeah,
not really.
No.
and The Miz. I think The Miz is going to be. The Miz is going to last
I
pretty
can see
long.
that.
Honestly, the Miz is in my final four too.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be fucking great if he just won?
The Miz.
Yeah, actually.
No.
I
I'd be
would
all.
enjoy
I
that.
would so
Honestly,
fucking
I would be
for
totally cool with it. To be
That
fair,
would be
I'd
perfect.
So
Yeah.
fucking for that.
I would be okay
Just
with that.
Do it.
It wouldn't
And then
be-
he goes and says, "Screw you, Daniel Bryan. I'm going to Raw."
God.
oh man,
What about you, Zion? What do you got? A final four?
Those final three are. I think that's a pretty safe bet because they usually have them face off.
Oh, from
so
Raw, yeah.
Taker, Goldberg, and Lesnar.
It'll be that
But you
scene
know what?
again.
It would be hilarious if Lesnar and Goldberg, like, say Goldberg came out and cleared out like Heath Slater or some who fucking cares, some nobody, and then like Lesnar comes out and we get hyped, like here we go, and then they just double eliminate each other in 10 seconds, and they're like, that's the gimmick of these two, is that you got to wait until WrestleMania to actually get what
I
you're.
really think that's gonna happen.
That's possible.
Honestly,
I honestly don't think either of those two are gonna
kinda
be
like
in the
that.
final four because I think they're gonna fuck each other up real early.
I see Strowman and Corbin.
I think
One
Strowman
of
is
them.
a big possibility to be one of the
Yeah.
finals. Like
Sure.
Strowman Taker, I could see Vince just jizzing all over himself.
Well, I was thinking, what if like Strowman eliminates Taker?
How you can't throw out Strowman? He's such a hoss. And have like
big and
Taker
strong, and I
throw
like
out.
him.
Let me give my four.
Yeah, go
I think
for it.
it's gonna be obviously Finn Balor because I picked him to win. The Miz, Strowman, and Taker.
It's a good four. What about you, Peanut? You got a four? You picked Taker to win, in case you forgot.
Well, I'll go with Taker.
There you go. That's
Corbin.
a good start.
You shouldn't have reminded
Strowman.
him. I want to see what happened.
And The Miz.
So Strowman, Corbin, Taker, and The Miz. Interesting. Interesting.
I'm actually going to change mine up now because I didn't
Really?
think of
Yeah,
think of
Strowman's
the
good.
choosing of Vince McMahon over Braun Strowman being one of the final. I'm going to go with Taker, Strowman, Sami Zayn because I actually think that makes sense to have him.
Maybe.
He's been
Yes.
there, like he's one of the cannon fodder that gets thrown out.
Sure.
And then, but I don't know. I think you have something there with Jericho. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I think Jericho has to. To me, I think Jericho's got to be in the final four.
And you've got two heels and two faces, so that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna go with that as my final four.
That's good. That's good. I think, to me, this is going to be great. I don't know how they can even fuck this up. The Rumble match, that is.
Oh, I know how they
They
can.
absolutely
ways
can.
that can fuck this up, Bomber.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I don't.
Goldberg.
Goldberg winning is fine with me. I think that's a good
that's
win.
awful.
No,
Awful.
I would enjoy
I'm
that.
fine with it, but they could easily fuck this up. Very easily.
No.
Yeah.
The only way they don't fuck it up is by not putting
Oh.
Kurt Angle in there.
Goldberg wins,
No,
and
it's-
then Lesnar wins the title at
Always come full circle.
Roadblock, and then it's
That's
Lesnar, Goldberg for the title at WrestleMania.
Two
Brrrah.
ways that Bryan could have easily won, and it would have been like just fucking no brainer, and they fucked it up.
Well,
It's like the point
Twice.
where the
Two
worst
times.
Those Rumbles weren't like stacked like this one. Like there's so many other names that we didn't even mention. You got
No, but the point is, even when it's handed to them on a platter, they fuck it up.
That's what we're trying to get at.
And
I
they
get
could
you.
have done it audible and actually gotten Roman Reigns over Batista because the crowd wanted it. Because at least it wasn't Batista. They could have done it. Nah, it's Batista.
I'm just
Isn't
saying
it amazing how Batista was booed and then Reigns was like the super face in that
Almost
that and then 1 year later Reigns had the most atomic you could imagine.
Yep.
Mhm. It's
So strange.
it's the
God, it's
fucking
only in wrestling.
it's some
wrestling.
asshole fans.
Well, it's because
man.
they saw the reaction. Went, oh, they want Roman. Let's give it to him now. It's like, no, we wanted Roman then.
It's because they got butthurt because Daniel Bryan. That's why.
Well, yeah.
Zayn's gonna be one of the final four, and Mick Foley's just gonna walk out, get on the apron, and be like, "Sammy, eliminate yourself right now for my amusement." And Sammy's gonna have to just
Or-
get over. And
or
just
Mick
Foley
Foley.
fucking hates Zayn.
Or Mick Foley could be an entrant and come
No,
out.
he's not.
I'd be so
why
nervous
would you
if he
put him at,
came
why
in
would
the
you put his
Rumble.
health at risk for that?
He's
I'd
in
be
better
so
health
nervous.
now.
Fucking dying right now. He needs a fucking hip, bro. He can barely walk.
It's the
To be
Royal-
fair,
hey,
Taker
it's the
also
Royal
needs
Rumble.
a fucking hip and can barely
I
talk,
don't-
and he might win the damn thing.
I don't think Taker's is in nearly as bad shape as people think he always is.
I don't know.
I think he's actually looking a lot better. Now, if it was Taker versus Lesnar, that Taker had some fucking problems. He looked like he was on death's door, but this Taker looks fine. He's old as shit, but whatever. He looks like he's in good shape.
I like how
And he's showing cool.
I like how nobody's even mentioned Randy Orton in the Royal Rumble.
That's why it sucks.
Because he's a
Because
non-factor.
he's not going to win it.
Wow.
He's a
Okay.
complete non-factor.
Okay,
Okay.
well,
I
thank
totally
He will
believe
win
that
just
no one
like
brought
his
up
Xavier
you for
Woods
telling
or
me.
Big E.
Thank you for reminding me how they can fuck it up.
Yeah, right.
No.
Thanks for.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking
have-
about what it
it
could have
comes
been.
Luke
That was
Harper has
It
a
under-
better chance of winning than Randy Orton.
They're
does.
going to eliminate each other. That's obvious, I think.
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
Harper has a better chance of winning than Orton.
Yeah. Either way,
No.
I think, to me, it's going to take a lot to fuck this up. I'm really excited. I think this is going to be...
I think they're up
Oh.
to the challenge, Bomber.
They've had 30 years to get ready.
Oh yeah.
No,
Got a
I
lot of
think...
experience fucking things up.
I think this
No, I
could
do agree.
challenge...
It's gonna be hard to,
I
but-
think this could challenge for the best Rumble in fucking a long, long, long time.
It
Bomber, stop getting your
absolutely
hopes
has
so
the
high.
potential.
I don't. It definitely has. That's what I'm saying. It has the potential to be the best in the past. I'd say almost decade. To me,
Yes, if Finn Balor wins.
that would be great. I would. That would be great. I mean, I didn't pick it, but you know.
Well, there's
If
your other
Balor,
question.
if like Balor or Joe or someone besides the old guys that they're putting
I
in
really
front
can't
of us win,
believe though no one brought
I
up
think it
Big
will be
Show.
one of the best ones.
This Big Show's fucking terrible.
I've been staring at his name the whole time on my screen. Not gonna lie.
Big Show might win the whole thing,
But I
and
know
then
he's not
Shaquille
gonna
O'Neal will win
Beat him
at
at
Elimination
Chamber.
Chamber.
Going to the chamber.
Shaquille O'Neal will go into the chamber, and then they'll match up at WrestleMania.
The ratings.
All right, guys. That's gonna do it, guys. This is think we all agree this is our favorite pay-per-view. This is it's Royal Rumble, guys. It's fucking
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
road to WrestleMania.
I am sad
fucking
to say this will be
jacked.
the first Royal Rumble I'm not at since the last one.
Wow, yeah, that's been so long. It's been like almost a full year.
To be fair, it seems crazy that was a year ago.
Yeah,
When AJ Styles came out, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe AJ Styles
yeah,
is here."
and you shit yourself, literally shit yourself in the arena.
I,
there. But-
I literally shit myself.
If anyone
Literally.
told you 1 year ago that AJ Styles would be in the WWE as champion with
Great.
a bunch of wins over John Cena,
that's great.
Yeah, I
feuding
believe
with
it.
the SmackDown
Yep.
brand general manager Shane McMahon,
Yep, I knew it.
people
I
would have
called
thought you were
You can go
crazy.
back and listen to me talking
called-
about AJ Styles a year
Definitely
ago,
did not.
and just
Feuding with
talking
Shane?
about
Shane
how
wasn't
it's
back
not
yet.
gonna work.
Team
Yeah,
rap.
yeah.
We both
with a
called
brand
this. We knew it.
split. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we knew it.
Well, all right, guys. Peanut, I think since you're here, I think you should send us out. Send us out here.
No, it's only fun when I like jump over you.
Oh.
So you can do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was trying to give it to you, but I guess you just
I don't
didn't
want
wanna
it.
take it. Fine, you're not going to take it. Well, guys, you need to follow us at Jobber Radio on Twitter. I will try to be live tweeting the show.
I fucking hate Peanut.
Well, there you go. That's a good one. That was out there.
I was the fan
That was kinda
favorite.
random.
For him to now jump in,
That was kind of
but
random.
instead he just sits there like an idiot.
Anyway, I guess we're going to take off, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks, hopefully. Enjoy the Rumble.
Eddie Guerrero.